You're Lizzo. You gotta go the spacey way. It's like the only way.
What was that about, banana? Car accident.
I want her to be like the human Kirby and just fucking. I would respect her more if she goes that route.
Ooh, and
What happened to me? They saw a big, just a big shadow.
And she just like took in your power, combined them, turned them into something else.
I like some expensive looks one time, and they're like $50, but it's because they had like a design on the side. It was just like graffiti art, so like the lowrider and all that shit. And they fucking broke like in a week.
Looking good, homie.
Yeah, but they were so like the shades when you open them, they're just like, and I'm just like, I'm trying to fit on my fat ass fucking hand. They just went,
you.
Yeah, I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like,
your face popped them off.
Yeah, my face. That was like one. I think I was in class too when it happened. I'm like, that's not embarrassing. I'm like, I just broke my shades because my fucking fat ass face couldn't fit the fucking looks on.
Put your head down and shit.
Yeah, I put my head down, pretending like I'm fixing them and shit. I'm like, I'm not fixing them. They're broke. I'm like, they're
broke.
They snapped in half. Like it wasn't even fixed. I think like the frame here cracked.
You can't fix that shit.
Yeah,
fucking lenses popping out.
Yeah, the whole thing popped off. Like, oh yeah, this was like already coming out too, and I'm like, this is not fixed. I can't do anything. Can you just lower that bit?
There's no longer.
Oh, okay. No, because you're playing fucking Star Wars and like.
I'm gonna go pick X and Battle.
Yeah, but like if this picks up any of that audio, it's immediate. Like.
Yeah, as we know, there's ghost audio that comes through.
Yeah. Whoever. With fucking New Japan Pro Wrestling, I did a live reaction, which is like I'm not showing any of the footage. These motherfuckers try to copyright strike me for like 20 seconds.
For the sound in the background?
Or a theme song that they don't even fucking own.
I don't think they can because it's different footage.
Yeah. I emailed YouTube and I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, first of all, I didn't show it. It was like, you could hear it for 20 fucking seconds and you could hear it with me talking at the same time. So it's not like I'm fucking full blast. Like, check out this fucking song.
I'm almost certain you like how we... Or like when you're on FaceTime, there's that little screen in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you showed the full screen of just that match or whatever you're watching, and just like a little, even if you're just like in the corner, I don't even think they can copyright you for that because you're adding to it, you're changing it.
New Japan got me and WWE got me once for like a Roman Reigns theme because all you could hear was like the beat in the back, and they're like, copyright. And I'm like, fuck off, dude. Like the whole point of the live reaction is to not show you anything.
Yeah.
But New Japan were anal about everything. They're the reasons why I put up the YouTube channel is probably fucking dead because they're like, we're gonna sue you, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like,
not around here, not around here, partner. Not around here.
Oh my, it is not worth the fight. It's like, I can do this shit with you guys. I was telling Gio the other day that I was remembering that I signed a contract with Warner Brothers at one point for first rights, like all my reaction videos. If I ever did it for Warner Brothers, if they have the right to use that for promotion.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, fucking take it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, it's more publicity for me.
Yeah. Did they ever use any of it?
Yeah. So I signed the contract. I remember I gave it to Mooney being like, hey, can you make sure like this is not bullshit? I'm like signing away my whole fucking life to like them and now I can't do anything. She's like, yeah, sure. She's like, no, it's legit. So I signed it. And literally a week later, my channel gets taken down by Universal because I did like a reaction to like a movie, dude. That they were fucking like, it was a movie trailer. It wasn't the full movie. It was like a 1 minute and 50-second long video. I do a reaction to it because, like, fuck it. I had nothing else to post that day. I posted. Universal's like, we're taking your channel down. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, dude. But thankfully, the only reason I got out of that shit, they did it to every other big channel, too. And those big channels have the fucking balls to be like, hey, fuck you. We have fans. We're just going to fucking bombard your fucking social media.
Even if we don't have fans, like you shouldn't tolerate that bullshit. Like this big studio coming in. That's why everybody's on fucking strike right now because
because of shit like that. That's why I'm like, it's so fucking stupid. I'm like, I think Universal was the only fucking studio out of all of them that gave me shit. Warner Brothers would copyright, but they wouldn't copyright strike. You get a copyright, it's like you're not gonna make money off of the video, which is fine. But like a full-fledged copyright strike, if you got two of those bitches, you're fucked. Like they'll take monetization away, your channel goes away, blah blah blah. New Japan was the only one to be like, we're gonna fucking just like get our lawyers involved. And I'm like, fuck you.
Oh. I mean, let's be real. That's not how they sounded either.
No, I know. That is not gonna do it. But
Oh.
yeah, I know, dude. I'm like, I even read it in that manner when they sent the email because it was, dude. I wish I still had the fucking email because it was fucking broken English too, even when they typed it out.
Yeah, it was like
I'm not even
Google
kidding.
Translate, copy
Yeah.
paste.
Yeah, copy paste it. I'm just like, wait, what? And all I read
We
was like,
are
we contact
going-
our lawyer, and I'm like, oh, fucking okay. I'm like, the fuck is happening, man?
No, I need more of that. Just Japanese, broken English, copyright
Dude, they were dicks,
infringement.
bro. And I kind of brought it on myself because the first time they did it, I kept calling them New Jersey Pike Wrestling. And they got pissed about that too. And they're like, you can't like do. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then I did make a t-shirt of one of the wrestlers and I turned it into like a Hollywood shirt.
Yeah.
And I sold like 50 of them and they got mad. And I'm like, I don't work for you motherfuckers. I do YouTube. I'm like a freelancer. I don't work for any of you guys.
Yeah.
But like Universal also was the only one out of all of them that fucked with me. Disney, shockingly, Disney was the only one that never cared. Which is, and they don't
obviously they don't give a fuck.
they don't give a fuck. They
don't give a fuck about their own people.
Yeah, that's why I was like, fuck it, dude. I kept doing videos for them, and like they were like, we don't care. And like we kept fucking trucking through. And Warner Brothers the same way. I think Warner Brothers at one point, which is a shame now because I fucking hated the movie, they used my reaction for The Nun.
Oh yeah.
And they used that some of their promotional footage. And then
you going, oh
yeah. Which I used to fake the fuck out of. I'll be honest now. I used to just.
I liked it back in the day. Every single one of your thumbnails was just like the same picture, but like different shit.
Yeah, because I got lazy at one point. I just kept using the same.
Everything was just.
Oh yeah, even though at one point in the video I never made that face. I'm like, dude, I gotta fucking suck these guys in.
Dude,
if I can
the
get them
same
to watch
clothes
this
on
video.
every time.
Dude, I couldn't. I was so lazy at the end where I'm just like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm just trying to get the views at this point. I'm not trying to fucking do anything. Warner Brothers used it for The Nun, and I remember I watched the movie, and I'm like, this movie wasn't great. Like,
no, dude, that was a stinker, dude. That movie sucked.
Did you see the trailer for the second one?
No.
So they brought back the girl from the original, from the first one, the original.
You mean The Nun?
Well, The Nun, but also the other.
Well, no, yeah, I meant like the girl who was the main character.
Nun, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not the man nun.
Not the weird fucking Michael Jackson looking nun. They brought her back, and I'm like, okay, like why would the story continue? I thought it happened like in a different country, but like now she's still running in her own church. Fucking nun is back, and I'm like, okay. But like I remember I watched that movie, dude. I remember they were like, it's so fucking scary. It was a fucking full-on comedy.
Yeah.
Like, they were trying to do like little shticks and little like one-handed jokes. So I'm like, are they trying to do like an Evil Dead 2 right now? I full comedy. I'm like, that's not.
We watched it, but I don't remember like shit about it. Like it was like that that Dracula entrance where she's like stagecoaching it up to the.
Yeah,
that's about all I remember. I checked out.
The design was cool. I liked like the way it looked in certain aspects. Like they would do always that one where it's like pitch dark and she would just pop like a head.
Yeah, like out of the dark. Yeah,
that was a cool effect that they used in the second Conjuring. Where I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool when she was like in the painting.
Yeah, that was a good
runs forward with the painting. I'm like, okay, that's
where you see like the hands come around.
I was like, that's a cool fucking moment. That's James Wan though, and then they just drop it to somebody else, and that person's like, I don't know.
I don't know. The rubber mask.
That's
the town.
It's here. Yeah, exactly. The town was fucking worse. The nuns in the town were scarier than the
they were
nun in the goddamn nun.
That cop in the car though, when he just like looks over and he's just like, not today.
I think I would have done the same thing, dude. I would have been like,
I would have been like,
I didn't see shit. I'm just gonna drive off. Like, what do you do at that point? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
The Town, probably Ben Affleck's most underrated movie.
Is it? I thought it was like where they're like, all right, I'm gonna start taking you seriously, and then Argo, and then.
I feel like Argo was the one where they're like, we love you again, but like The Town was like the one where they're like, this is pretty good, but. We don't trust you to have like a repeat. You know what I mean? I think they were just like, this part was the one-off, and we'll just leave it at that. Fucking killed it, Argo. Like he kept doing pretty good, and then he decided to be Batman. Kind of fucking.
I mean,
fuck. I don't know.
Speaking of Batman, did you get you got that thing I sent, right? Where it was the test shoots of Cillian Murphy.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I think he would have been a great Batman. I don't think I would have bought into him as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like he had the turns and like this part was good. but
it was very Val Kilmer-ish
yeah,
as a Batman,
yeah.
where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm fine with Val Kilmer Batman. Like it's a great Batman, and like he does a good job with the voice. It sounded good. And when they go into the Bruce Wayne aspect, that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
But also, I don't
Also-
know, because my biggest complaint about those Nolan movies, I've never really cared about Bell as Wayne. I thought Bell was always missing something, and I always felt like the villains carried more so than he.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, he was a very lazy Wayne.
Yeah, and not even just that. It's the fact that, like, motherfucker, do some detective work. You're using everybody in Gotham to help you out. Literally, everyone's helping you. Alfred is doing like the mechanic shit, which he should, but still, like, he's doing like everything. You got fucking Black Jesus, Morgan Freeman, supplying you with all of the shit you need to beat Batman. I'm like, at what point do you do anything other than just wear the costume?
Yeah, I'm here.
And yeah, that voice was awful.
It was rough.
That's a choice.
Yeah, his Batman, Cillian Murphy's Batman, subtle. It was nice. Very reminiscent of like, dare I say, fuck, I forgot his name now.
Which
I'm
one?
stupid. The first Batman.
Oh, Keaton?
Yeah, Keaton. There we go. I was like, what the fuck am I? It's brain fart. Very Keaton, I'm Batman.
Yeah, very low, aggressive, but it doesn't sound too ridiculous. Where it's like Bell, bless his heart, man. But Dark Knight Returns, when he's asking for the trigger, is some of the worst Batman dialogue ever delivered in any Batman movie ever. And I watched BVS like 20 times.
Oh man,
the Martha scene fucking clears the trigger scene. The trigger scene is so fucking stupid, dude. I'm like, why would he tell you at this point? Like,
no, I don't know.
It's the
where is she?
Yeah, well, that's another thing too, where I'm glad they kind of did it with the pants of Batman, where they kind of gave him the voice changer. Also, they kind of did it with Batfleck, where I'm like, yes, like he should kind of have a thing that makes him sound different.
Yeah, just like
should sound. Yeah, it should sound like a way that like it's not Batman.
Or Batman.
Yeah. But I think the biggest problem too, nobody can fucking match Conroy. Like he was just his voice was so fucking
big ups.
It was so smooth.
Yeah.
Even as Batman, where you're just like, who the fuck's gonna top this? And you keep having these poor fucking guys try to do the Batman voice. I'm just like, just fucking throw the voice in the fucking helmet or the mask.
Just give everything to Joe DiMaggio. He'll be Joker and Batman. And Bender.
And
everybody, yeah.
Well, they did it. That's what made me laugh. Like Twisted Metal. Obviously, by the way, the podcast is probably already going by now. Probably.
I mean, hey, that's great. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for
you being here. Yeah.
No intro. We're just going full Twisted Metal, which came out. I still have to watch it. I heard great things about it. But so the guy that's playing the clown is AEW wrestler Samoa Joe. But he's not doing the voice. Yeah, the voice is Will Arnett. Which I'm like, if you can do that, then you can fucking do a good Batman voice. It doesn't have to be a different actor. Just get Pattinson in the studio, get somebody in the studio, let them run the lines, edit that shit to a way that sounds crisp but still like threatening.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like
a little mustard on
add
it,
a little spice to it, and I'm like, there you go. You never have to worry about anybody doing the Batman voice anymore. Because it's like if you would have saw like the scenes for Twisted Metal. It's like, it's obviously Samoa Joe. You see the fucking physique, but the voice is clearly Will Arnett. And like, I've heard Samoa Joe speak. I don't know if he would have done a decent job, but who knows? Because he was, or he's gonna be, because they keep postponing the game. He's gonna be King Shark in the Suicide Squad video game. And I've heard
why wouldn't they just get the guy?
No idea.
Oh wait, it was Sylvester Stallone, right?
Yeah.
Just get Sylvester Stallone to do it, man. Like, what is he doing? That's so important. Expendables 8?
He did like this weird like series last year where he's a mafia guy and he gets sent to like the country land. Because they're like, he gets out of jail and the guy that he protected is like the Don now.
And Copland too. Countryland?
Pretty much, yeah. And he's like, hey, like, I can't have you here in the city. I'm gonna send you out to like this country, like area where you'll have your own farm and you could run it there. It's like hasn't been used at all. You could do your own fucking business. And like Stallone goes there and the whole series is based off of that. Where it's like Mafia Stallone has to like become part of like suburban America, and you're just like, okay, fucking whatever. The good thing though about that, like you said, they should have just brought Stallone back, right?
Yeah, I mean, just keep it that way. Because I remember watching cartoons as a kid and being like, "That's not the voice. That's not that person." Or like when they do like a video game or something, it's clearly a guy doing an impression of an impression. I'm like, I see through it. I don't like it.
Yeah, it
Just
always
get the
ruins.
voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we know who the voice is. Like,
yeah,
just get it. So that's what I'm actually the only thing I'm really excited about, because everything else with DC moving forward is like wait and see. But the one thing that Gunn has said though is like whoever he casts in live action is playing that part in the live action, the animated, and the video
exactly.
games. Which
Yeah,
I'm like, nobody has
all
fucking
for
done
it.
that, which is
Yeah,
insane. And
do
I'm
that
like,
shit.
great. They should be that character. There should not be any fucking part where they're like not that character, because that's them. When I
Yeah,
play the game and I fucking watch the cartoon and I go watch the live action, I wanted to be the same Superman. I wanted to be the same Batman. I wanted to be the same Wonder Woman. All these other fucking things that they're gonna do. I'm like, that's the one thing Gunn said where I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, that I'm all for it. Sign me
yeah.
up.
I mean, you're paying these fucks to be in these movies. Like, do your shit, man. Like,
Yeah.
I own you. Yeah, I want you on cereal boxes. I want you on
Mhm.
toys. I want your
We're gonna
likeness
milk
on
this shit.
this.
We're gonna milk it all the way through. And that's like the thing with like the Batman animated series. Let's be honest, like that shit doesn't happen without Batman 89.
Yeah.
Because it's the same grudgy, dark Gotham, all that shit. It's like, yeah, Kevin Conroy was great, but like, it's kind of, I'm shocked they didn't even pull the trigger then. We're like, hey, Keaton, like, get in the fucking studio, do some voiceover work. Like, you're Batman.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, now that it's shocking that in fucking 2023, dude, that somebody was like, hey, our Superman is Superman for everything. In the comics as well. I think he even said that in the graphic novels, they're going to be, said character will be drawn as they are in the live action. Which I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, it should be like that completely, the whole way through.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea. I don't think they've done it before, so I think that's why a lot of people. Avengers, the video game, the one that just came out. How much better would it have been if it's Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man?
Exactly.
If
Like,
it's Chris
I
Evans as
paid for
Captain
you to do
America?
this shit. Yeah. Do the shit.
Yeah,
Spend just, a month in the studio or just fucking AI it at this point.
and it
Like
didn't have
we
to
own
be.
you.
And the whole explanation is like, oh, he died. Well, it could have been a past event. Not every game has to be like the world's ending type of fucking arc. It's like you could just have it like as a side episode, like Justice
Yeah.
League animated series. They used to have fucking side missions all the fucking time. You could make a game that's kind of grounded. It doesn't have to involve the whole fucking world ending or anything like that. So like
Yeah.
I think that Avengers game would have been way fucking better. And also if they would have introduced Miss Marvel that way, I think it would have been way better than with the way they did it.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
That show was fucking brutal. I think I watched 2 episodes and I'm like, it's not her playing it. I think she's
Yeah.
probably a fantastic actress, but I'm like, let's be honest, these fucking Marvel MCU shows, who's watching them anymore?
It's all the
John, did
kids,
you
man.
watch
They're
Did you watch
yucking
the
it
last
up.
one? Did you even watch the fucking last one? What was the Secret Invasions with
Oh,
the
dude.
Samuel L?
Did I tell you that?
What?
I just read that was a bigger budget over Barbie
Yeah,
and
me too.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, dude.
You
And
know
you
what?
put AI in the shit for
30%
the
of the budget
intro?
went into the intro.
Did it into the AI shit that no one had to create?
Yep. They spent a fucking shit ton on the intro.
That just means, oh yeah, that shit went in my pocket.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
dude,
who's making that shit? No one made that. That just happened, and they were like, "Run it,
AI
run
generated.
that shit."
They literally just hired, I think it was it Disney or Warner Brothers, babe? That one of those studios just hired a manager to just run AI. Disney, thank you. Disney just hired an AI manager who's gonna get paid 4 times more than any actor, writer, producer, or director that they have ever hired. I think that dude's getting like a fucking decent amount of pay. His one job is just running the AI.
That's such horseshit, dude.
And I'm pretty sure they already have the guy because from what I have heard, they put the job listing, but I've heard it's already been filled because he was the one that did the Secret Invasions intro, which looked like shit. Didn't even look good. I'm like, not at one point was I like, this is fucking great. This looks clean. It looked like fucking shit.
A person. Oh my god, dude.
And a lot of the budget went to the finale, which I've heard is awful. not gonna pretend I watched it. I just heard it sucked. I'm like,
No,
I just-
yeah,
it's so
I
bad.
will never pretend that I watched anything.
Mhm.
You know, I'll always say like, hey, I never saw it. This is my opinion on certain things, but
Yeah.
yeah, no,
If I don't
miss me
watch
with
it,
that one.
if I don't watch things, it's because I will see certain things where I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. Like I already
Yeah.
know what my opinion is gonna be based off of from what I've seen. Like She-Hulk. There was stuff I saw from that where I'm like, I don't think that's for me. I'm like, I'm sure somebody's gonna like it.
But who
from
is
what
it
I-
for? Because I mean, it felt like it was for nobody. She-Hulk's really twerking in that shit. I thought that was a joke.
Well, that for me, it felt like that was for the TikTok generation.
Exactly. It's not for us.
No, it's not for us. And like I watched, I'm like, that's not the Marvel I remember. I'm like, you guys are trying to get to a group of people that are just influenced by their phones. And I get that. You want a trending scene.
Yeah.
That doesn't make a good show.
No.
The script makes the good show. The
Yeah.
acting, the directing makes a good show. You fucking bringing in Meg the Stallion for a twerk off with She-Hulk doesn't do anything for She-Hulk, does nothing for that character. Doesn't make me want to see her in a fucking another Avengers movie, which is what you should be building for. All these fucking side off shows should be building to like, oh yeah, by the way, all these people are gonna replace the original Avengers. But why would you care when the original
Exactly.
Avengers actually had to go through shit to become Avengers? These ones are like twerking and like hanging out. The
I'm
only
just
one
like,
that
what
I've
up?
seen-
I'm here.
yeah, they're just it's becoming full sitcom where I'm like, come on, man. I know Mooney loved WandaVision, but that was one of the first ones where I was kind of like,
Now, okay, so for WandaVision, again, I didn't see it. But but I did see like promos and parts and clips and things, and I was like, it seems like an interesting idea that I would watch.
yeah.
But it never grabbed me enough to like pull me in and be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch this shit.
The stuff I saw from it, like you said, where it's like, okay, interesting. Like I like
Yeah.
the whole I Love Lucy stuff that they went for, the out of this universe type shit they were going for. I'm like, it looks cool.
Yeah.
And then you watch it, and I think I tapped out right before the last episode because I had heard something that ended up being true, which is not a spoiler right now. But the fact that none of it was fucking, it really mattered. It was
Yeah.
just kind of a fucking draw point to get to the next Doctor Strange movie. Where I'm like, really? You did
Yeah,
all
they
this,
long
which is really
con that
cool. Yeah, it was
alternate.
really fucking cool. You bring in that Quicksilver, which I'm like, that's really fucking cool because we know you bought Fox. So we know the end game of where we're going to at some point is X-Men, which is at this point the only thing I'm holding out hope for with the MCU. And I don't know how the fuck they're going to do it, but fuck, we'll get there at that when we get there. And they bring in that Quicksilver, and for it to have like the most flat ass explanation of all time. He's an actor, and he was sucked into Wanda's world, and he thought he was Quicksilver. Such fucking lazy writing, dude. That's where I'm like, you're looking for a scapegoat because the one thing that you had in the show that people were like, fuck, we gotta watch it now. You didn't have a fucking landing for it. You just wanted it in there for people to be like, fuck, he's in the fucking show. We gotta watch it. But there was no payoff.
No, yeah, you just wrote yourself into a corner, and then now you're just like, and this, boom, done.
Which is what they seem to be doing for everything now. They just seem to be writing themselves into corners, which I'm
everything's just a cop out. Yeah, it fucking sucks.
How many times can you write? Like, I think they just become complacent. And I remember back a long time ago on my old channel, I used to say they're becoming the Western movies where they feel like if we just drop the same thing, they're just going to eat it up. So let's drop different variations of the same shit because it's worked before. Let's not make an attempt to try something different. Let's not even try to like make the audience question what they're watching. We'll just give them the same fucking plate of food that we've been giving them for the last decade. And judging by the box office, we'll do fine. Well, judging by the box office lately, you're not doing fine. Because people are starting to get tired of that shit.
Exactly.
Fucking Barbie made $1 billion. Like,
and you motherfuckers are lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky fucking girls play with Barbies and guys or whatever, or play with dolls and shit.
Oppenheimer fucking made $500 million for a rated R movie about an atomic bomb. That's fucking sick. Again, original ideas. I preached at the last episode. It's like it just fucking works. People are tired. They're tired of complacency in Hollywood. They're just tired of the same fucking shit over and over and over again. And if you are going to do something again, make it different. Make it new. Make it something that people want to go out to see. We talked about with The Exorcist. you're doing the same bullshit you've done for other horror movies where you're just hitting the same beats and you're trying to get the same audience, but that's not gonna fucking work because people don't want to see the same shit.
Yep.
You see the same shit at home. That's why I'm like, I don't understand what they're going to. And that's what we'll probably get into our fucking Ninja Turtles review.
But first,
Okay, go for it.
but first, just a real quick flyover
Mhm.
about being like original. Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
You already have my money.
Mm-hmm.
Then the title alone, they're just like, that's hilarious. Let's make a spec script on this and see how
Yeah.
it goes. And it's
fucking stupid, but it's great.
fucking yeah, you're there.
Yeah. Cocaine Bear. I was
Bear.
there. It's like
Cocaine
St.
Shark
Louis.
when that comes out.
Yeah, Cocaine Shark. You didn't even have to tell me that Ray Liotta was in Cocaine Bear, and I still wouldn't want to go see it.
Yeah, I would have been like, all right, I don't know. Let's
I'll
Meg 2?
check it out. But at least I'll make an attempt. Like Megan. We watched we rewatched finally Megan the other day with my grandma because she wanted to see it for some reason.
Did you watch the extent or whatever the unrated one?
No,
or
I
the
don't.
Original
When we got there, it was the unrated version.
Okay.
I mean, this shows like a few more kill scenes than the original does, but I'm like,
It's the same movie. They just took out like, oh, we want it to be PG-13
Yeah.
to be more accessible. So just take
but
these
even
scenes
then, I'm
out.
like, that's a dumb move. I'm like, I don't think it matters. I don't think that the rating system matters to general audiences. I think you're gonna watch it regardless if it's rated R or
Well, exactly.
PG-13.
Like, who are you marketing it to then? If you want everyone to fucking see it, then don't make a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's like there's a bunch of films that have dropped where people are like, that's for kids. It's not for kids. Like Barbie wasn't for
Barbie was
kids.
not for fucking kids.
And kids went.
And how many 12-year-olds or 7-year-olds did we see in that audience? Like a handful.
Mm-hmm. And like today, like we had a Barbie breakfast at the place we live at right now. And
Get the
like,
fuck out of here. You guys went to that?
I didn't go. Mooney went. She wore pink and everything. But there was like a group. She went there. She was like, there was a group of kids with their Barbie dolls all hanging out eating breakfast. I'm like,
That's
well,
the thing, though.
but it fucking worked. The movie worked for like that split second. Let's be honest, like toy sales, other than grown ass adults like myself, kids aren't buying that shit anymore, man. They're tablet boys now, man. They're tablet girls. They're just fucking playing video games and downloading new shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I go down the toy aisle at Target and I'm like, what are the kids into nowadays? And they're all toys of video games.
It's a lonely moment when you go down that aisle because you're just like, where are the kids at? And I'm like, I know that sounds weird,
Yeah.
but I'm like, where are they?
No, but it's seriously, it's like one kid who's like, what's this toy? That's gay. I'm going on to the next.
Walks away.
I'm on my tablet.
Zero interest. Knows nothing about. Dude,
Yeah.
I go into the aisle now, and like I remember when I was a kid, the wrestling toy aisle. There used to be just one aisle for just wrestling.
Yeah,
they're all
one aisle for Nerf, one aisle for Power Rangers, one aisle for Ninja Turtles.
They're all aisles. They're all compiled in one fucking like
little
section aisle. And it's funny because what fucking Target is smart about, they do like the collectible section, which is in the other side, where all like the records and all those shits are at, which I'm like, it's smart because they know the grown ass adults like ourselves are gonna go there and be like, what the fuck you guys got here?
I was gonna say I'm in those aisles though, and I'm seeing like, oh, what's this little American Me doll or whatever?
Yeah.
And then I look down the aisle and it's like me. And then another fucking 47-year-old man looking at like Pokemon cards and shit. And I'm like,
I think the other day I went to Target and like there was two grown ass adults looking at McFarlane toys, and like I was like, I'm never mind. I'm just gonna go get the pops real quick.
I just put it back on the shelf and go home.
But it's, dude, I don't like. There's probably abundance of wrestling toys now where I'm like, dude, back then I wish it was like that. I would have loved it. I would have been in fucking kid heaven at that point because I would have been like, I'm buying all this shit. Now I'm like, this is kind of sad. But again, Mooney told me that, being like, yeah, there's like a bunch of little girls playing like Barbie dolls, eating their breakfast, dressed in pink. I'm like, well, then the movie did its job.
Yeah,
it wasn't for kids, but it registered enough for kids to be like, yeah, Barbies. You know, and that's what I feel like every fucking like mainstream franchise should do. It should reach that point where it's like everybody should enjoy it. Yeah, was it for kids? No, but it registered to them. They got it. You know, they understood what it was. It's a Barbie. I want to go play with Barbies now. I'm going to go play with Ken now. I want to go buy this one. I want to buy more. It becomes a thing. There's a lot of movies that drop nowadays and they kind of just come out and they kind of just disappear with a whimper. And like, that's the comic book movies nowadays.
Yeah. Speaking of, we had a little adventure. We saw a movie.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We did, and that's today's episode, sponsored
Yeah.
by Manscaped. Get the ball trimmer, the ball powder, clean your feet. You fucking stink. All right. The ball trimmer 2.0, right?
Ball
Fucking
trimmer
great.
2.0.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called. They're not gonna watch this. They don't care about our
They
reads.
don't- I know. They're like they don't understand.
Yeah, they already don't. They
get it.
already don't pay us enough anyway. So
They really don't. I know. I need to find sponsors. They
Yeah.
I always get emails. I don't trust them because they're always
well,
like,
I mean,
"Fucking, here's my video game. Check it out." And I'm like,
Battle Tanks Royale. Come in and check it out.
I will take that. There's weird ones, dude, where I'm just like, I get like random, but that's the thing. I'm getting emails. I've gotten 2 for this one, but I'm still getting emails from my channel that I haven't used in 2 years.
Yeah.
And they're still like, hey, like, you want to collab? Like, you can use our shit. And I'm like, dude, in my head, I'm like, I haven't used that channel. Like, in
Doesn't matter. We use it on this channel.
that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna, like flip it, like, oh yeah, we'll totally use it, man. We'll fucking flip it this way and that way. And it was funny because they're like, well, we want to use your Twitter as well. And I'm like, nah, you don't want to use my Twitter. Like, you don't want to do that.
Elon hates me already.
Yeah, I already got suspended twice. I don't want to do it again.
No.
Or I mean, not Twitter X, which is the dumbest fucking rebranding of all time. How this?
Oh, that's what that.
Yeah,
That's what that shit's called now. Is
it's
X?
called X. It's just called X. So apparently, I want to say it was PayPal that he used to own at one point.
He
Wanted to call it X, and the workers at PayPal all revolted against him, and they're like, "No, we'll quit if you name it X." It's like PayPal works. We have all the trademarks for it. It's doing great right now. Why in the fuck are you just gonna come in here and be like, "I'm gonna call it X"? Which apparently he has like a massive hard on for the letter X.
Have a Model X then. Does he?
No. Yeah.
That's a perfect time to Tesla Model X, man.
Yeah.
No.
So
Got
he's
an
like
F,
obsessed. He's just obsessed with that shit. So then he buys Twitter and he's just like, I'm gonna rebrand the bitch. And I'm like, that's dumb because even though the app is ass, it's still a fucking decent app where it's like out of all of them, you're getting the most consumers in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's up there with Google. Like, I'm going to Google something. It didn't used to be like that. Yeah, I'm going to send you a tweet. No, I'm not going to send you an X. Fuck that shit.
See what happened on Twitter? Like, there's things that happen on Twitter that become socially aware to everybody, where it's like, oh, did you see that shit that happened on? I remember one time, and it became like a bigger thing. Lakers Twitter got into a fight with one another. This is a true fucking story, I swear to God. And it's like Christmas Eve, dude. And these 2 guys were arguing with one another to the point where they met up at I think they fucking met up like in Rancho Cucamonga. And they fought. And the video fucking trended for days, dude. And it came from just like a disagreement on basketball. And like that shit was trending on like everywhere. But that's why I'm like, that app was just killing at the time. There's some nights where that app was just like top-notch shit. Where just meme quality, jokes, fucking like just everything was just great. So why the fuck would you buy it and then be like, I'm gonna rebrand it? And fuck the tweet. It's X now. And now we're going to, instead of tweeting, we're posting. It's like, what? I'm like, instead of fucking retweeting, we're reposting. You're Xing.
That just sounds bad. Like,
and I'm like,
that's a repost. That's dumb. That's
like,
just stealing other content, putting it somewhere else.
And I'm like, are you that much of a fucking pussy? And I'm going to fucking share this clip on Twitter so I can get suspended again.
As you should.
That fucking, what's his Zuckerberg?
Sup,
Elon? That Zuckerberg drops Threads, which, by the way, God bless their heart. Nobody cares about Threads anymore. It was cool for like a fucking day because we're like the alternative. Finally, we're gonna do something fucking new, and then you forget about it completely. That he has to change the name because Threads comes out. It's like, I'm gonna do X. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. And when they do fight, I guarantee you Zuckerberg knocks him out or chokes him out.
I tell you right now, and I've said this before. If that comes to a card. And it's Elon Zuckerberg, put all your money on Zuckerberg. Now, they're going to hear this, and they're going to fucking throw that fight for more money. But I don't know if you know this, Zuckerberg's like a triple black belt. He's been like doing shit on the side, just on his own time. That guy could fuck you up.
Dude, he's working out. He's working out with the lightweight heavyweight champion of the UFC.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like
he's working out with like legitimate guys.
He's doing like Muay Thai or jiu-jitsu or some shit. Like
I'm like,
he's out there doing it.
Fuck is Elon gonna do? Like the dude is so fucking lame. I'm like,
all he's gonna do is take Ozempic and be like, I'm in shape now.
Unless he's building like a Tesla fucking battle armor, he would be able to allow to even use.
That's the only way. Yeah, if they do real steel, that's the only way you're gonna kill that robot Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
dude.
if it's
that
robot versus
alien.
robot, yeah, then fine. I think Elon might win that because this fucker might come out with some weird ass shit.
Just post that picture right now of him and all the sunblock. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
Just
exactly.
Put it right here. If you do.
No, I know what you're talking about because I've seen that picture. I'm like, this dude's such a fucking bozo.
So weird.
But I'm like, dude, Zuckerberg's gonna fuck him up. I'm like, he's gonna fucking kick this dude's ass. And anybody that thinks differently, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, stop sucking Elon's stupid ass dick and just realize this guy's just an idiot. Yeah. He's like literally this generation's version of Mr. Burns. Where he just wants to be relevant so bad. The money isn't enough. It's like, I have to be trending. I have to be with the cool kids. I have to go on Rogan and smoke weed so they all like me. It's like, no, you're just dumb, bro. You're just a bozo. Yeah. Like, just get the fuck out of here. But yeah, when if they do fight, even though Zuckerberg said that he sent them his location and he was like,
they're going to meet up in a parking lot.
Exactly. I'm like, I love how they went from like, they're going to fight at the Roman Colosseum. Where I'm like, wait, what?
Sure.
To be like, even then I was like, wait, what is happening?
I want some billionaire type shit. Put it on a pay-per-view. That shit's like $7,000 a piece.
Dude, throw that shit on the moon. Like, I know you guys can get there. Do some fucking stupid place where I'm
projected, dude.
Dude, if it's at T-Mobile Arena, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
It will be.
I think that MGM or T-Mobile Arena
presents.
Yeah, CryptoArena.com. Yeah. Zuckerberg versus Elon.
Yeah, we had to take those expectations and bring them way down.
Yeah, because they're not that cool to be like, we're gonna do it somewhere fucking wild. And I'm like, it should be. When they said Rome Coliseum, I'm like, dude, there better be swords. I want a lion to come out at some point.
I want it to be in a fucking floating arena in international waters, and you gotta fucking get a jet ski out there to find that shit.
And if not that, it has to be like Gangs of New York when they're fighting by the boat and they're all like crowded and falling into the water. I want to see people fall into the water because there's too many people surrounding the ropes and they're just like falling.
Oh, great heavens!
Great heavens! They're just
every time I think of that movie, I just think of that fucking flute. Yeah,
we watched it the other night.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
It's terrible, but it's also great. Yes.
I love Scorsese. I love Daniel Day-Lewis. He's so great. Leo's great.
Cameron Diaz doing an Irish accent.
Bro, that cast
is not great.
So strong up until Cameron Diaz shows up to your screen and you're like, why is she in this?
John C. Reilly coming in there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Being a paddy.
And that movie it's a great movie, but there's some choices in the casting where I'm like,
not great.
Why are they here?
Oh man,
it's just but dude, do the Elon Zuckerberg fight there. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be somewhere dumb. Do it in a fucking Tesla. Make a tank and just fight and do something dumb, like just something ridiculous enough where I'm like, I'm watching it. Because if it's at somewhere like just pointless, like we just mentioned, I'm not paying because I think they're saying it's going to be $150.
Make it a fucking spectacle, dude.
Yeah,
if I'm paying that much, spectacle.
Yeah, and the undercard better be fucking great too. Like it better be some random people with beef. I don't want any of the Paul brothers because all their fights are fucking fake. No. But like, give me something good. Bring back Mike Tyson for one fight.
Oh, dude, I want the Island Boys just making out in the ring for like a minute and a half, and then just that's one card. All right, and then bring in I
wanted to be Vindictive Lovers though. One cheated, so now it's brother versus brother.
just an episode of Maury. Yeah. Throw that shit in there, and then like Lizzo just fighting hand-to-hand combat with everyone who put a thing on her.
We'll get into the Lizzo thing. I got some shit about that.
Oh, dude, I got.
I know I got some shit. Okay, we'll get to the Ninja Turtle thing. When he's like, finish your Ninja Turtles thing, you guys fucking left the point.
That's the point.
That's the point.
Back around. Oh, you thought it was
other things come up.
Watch the whole episode. Well. That shit'll be at the end.
Fuck, Ninja Turtles. We went to go watch it on Friday.
Shit was good.
Made a decent amount of money, which I'm glad because movies like that should make money. It's just for animation in general. Definitely deserves it.
The animation, incredible. I loved it more than Spider-Man because Spider-Man hurt the fuck out of my eyes. Ninja Turtles, the way they did it, where it was like looking at a comic book frame.
Yes.
Where it's somehow 3D and 2D at the same time.
They took from the Spider-Verse and they made it crisp.
Yes.
Or the Spider-Verse is on crack. And shout out to Seth Rogen. Fucking Turtles is just weed. It's just chill. It's just like, it's clean. It's crisp. You get it. You can see it. You can actually make out scenes without your eyes kind of being like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what was that?
dude.
Like, and then people have to make frame shots every fucking day. But did you see this
Yeah,
in the movie?
dude.
No, I couldn't see it
No,
because it keeps
no,
jumping
because I
everywhere.
don't have that kind of autism.
I'm like, I don't know.
I
What
don't
the
have
fuck
that
just
one.
happened. The other
It's
day,
too
someone was like,
much.
did you see the giant spider from the last one when like Miles is like, no, because he's swinging at 1,000 miles per hour. I don't know what the
It's
fuck's happening half
It's
the time
2
in that
frames,
film.
and I can't pause
Great
it in the
movie.
theater.
Yeah, it's a great movie, but like I don't fucking know what's happening. I'm just watching it.
Yeah.
Turtles, Queen. Seth Rogen deserves some flowers, man, because I don't know what kind of weed he's be smoking, but when
Good
he's
weed.
producing and writing shit, we got Invincible, we got The Boys, we got this Ninja Turtle movie. He's fucking killing it, dude. Like his writing is exquisite.
It's good. Yeah, if it's him.
Beautiful. It's beautiful writing. And the Turtle movie, I loved it, man. It was a better gesture to New York than Spider-Man. Like the music style choice.
Yeah,
Turtles
the
themselves,
soundtrack,
great.
incredible.
Yeah. The Turtles themselves, I fucking loved them. I didn't think they were
Yeah.
at any moment. They could have been.
They came pretty close, but they kept it. Oh, let's take it back one step, and right there, keep it right here. We're good.
And I've always been like a hard advocate for the leather mask suit original live action Turtles.
Yeah, where you can see the guy's mouth in the mouth. It's terrifying.
It's tough. But I grew up with those. Fucking, I remember I had them all on VHS, so I'm like, I
have the box set, like the Star Wars Turtles 1, 2, 3, Secret of the Ooze, where they go to Japan.
My family was too cheap. They would just get me with like
fucking great.
You remember those clear cases?
Oh yeah.
Where you would just slide them in.
Oh yeah.
That's how I had my Turtles. That's how I was like, okay. I'm like, cool. I live by those movies. I'm like, nope, no fucking Turtle fucking movie could top this one. This is like the shit. This one topped it. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought I loved it.
It was pretty good, yeah.
I was like, it was the one Turtle movie I've been waiting for a while. Oh, they made so many different variants of the Turtle movies.
True.
Michael Bay one is tough. The Michael Bay Turtle is it's not great.
With the diaper on the head.
Dude, they look weird, man. They look like Russell Westbrook on a bad day.
A little wonky.
It's not great. This one though, it looked great. The cast is strong, man.
Super strong. I love all the people that played the Turtles. They were really good choices made there. Favorite character though? This is fucking Mondo, dude.
Oh yeah. Dude.
If you haven't seen it, you will.
Yeah.
Really great character.
Dude, he fucking killed it. Like I'm like, I also enjoyed the fact that Ice Cube, who is like LA West Side for life, turns into this giant monster and starts destroying New York. When he was like, he lived the LA New York rap beef.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just for him to be like,
oh bitch, pa.
Which I didn't even mind him in the movie, dude. I thought Ice Cube was fine. I was like, everybody in that film, even Jackie Chan as Splinter, I was like, I dug it. I even like his story, his like origin story, more than any other one because like I get it.
It made sense.
He's a rat in New York.
Exactly.
It's a rat in New York. He comes up into the ooze, and the turtles are there, and he doesn't trust human because they've been trying to kill him. In the live action, it was more so that his owner was like a martial artist, like legend, and he was just training in his own fucking thing, and then all of a sudden he gets the ooze, and he's like, "I'm a fucking ninja," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, no, it's wild. That's too wild. I mean, Vanilla Ice is there. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. It's too much. It's too much. Although that song slaps. I will give him that.
It does slap. That is a classic. Yeah. But this one, I like the fact that I was like, hey, I'm just a rat in New York, and I fell into this ooze and found you, and then I don't trust these humans. And even when we tried to, they weren't ready for a giant mutant rat.
Yeah.
They tried to kill us. So even more so, I don't want you kids going up there. That makes sense to me. He has a legitimate reason why he's protective of the turtles. So I dug it. I thought Jackie Chan did a fantastic job with the role.
Especially the early version of him when he's like young. The way they made him look, hilarious.
Oh, with the hair and the porn stash,
just
so good.
Super like a definite New York immigrant, like super good. Yeah,
like Jerry Curl. You could have been on an episode of Seinfeld, and I would have been like, makes sense, completely makes sense.
It fits right in.
I did think that just to nitpick the movie, it did drag a little bit towards the end because like they kept trying to make the landing, and then they kept stopping themselves to be like, but there's something bigger, and then there's something bigger, and I'm like, oh, fucking get to the point, guys. Like, well, let's wrap this up. Like I understand, like first of all, this is marketed to kids. Their fucking attention span, not great. So let's not push a movie that's gonna keep on doing the fake ending and keep being like, but now he's changing, now he's bigger, now they have to do this. What I did love though about the Turtles was the fact that the entire film they're trying to be accepted by the outside world. And then they realize at the end that they're doing it for all the wrong reasons. So it's like we have to become heroes first before we ever fucking care about like being accepted by them. And we gotta save New York, which is very Ghostbuster-ish to me. Which I'm like,
Yeah,
you gotta save the city. Then we'll worry about that later.
yeah.
Our
It's
goal,
great.
the reason why we came together is to be fucking heroes.
Yeah,
And they do it such a great job. There's like a point with all of them together. And this is probably the one time I actually liked Leo. Like Leo always annoyed me as the leader. But this is
Also
the first
true,
time
yeah.
where he's solid, dude. And all of them are great. Like Ralph, I think Ralph could have still been more of a douche, kind of held back on that.
Yeah. They were like
What'd you
take it
think
down a
of
notch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
Think of
agree.
that.
Like Donatello, like even kind of had that vibe where it was like, still kind of the shitty part of it.
Yeah.
But then when they made that joke, was like, oh, I just got a stick. Like that made me laugh.
That
It's like, yeah, no, it's true.
they were self-aware enough where I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not like full on, like we're fucking trained ninjas. Like even like their training sessions that they're just watching videos.
Yeah,
Dude, yes. Like how else would they become like Ninja Turtles? Like it's already weird that they went into ooze and they're being raised by a rat. It's already ridiculous.
exactly. And they're teenagers. And in this, they're fucking teenagers. Like legitimately, like we're trying to figure shit out puberty wise a little bit. Like the girl
What'd you think of
feelings for
April O'Neil?
April. I thought, okay, I love the voice of April because I love the bear.
Mm,
And I think she's a really good actress and
yeah.
like comedic wise, very good, very deadpan, very dry.
Mm.
I get what they're doing, and I almost feel like it's like falling into that like woke territory with that a little bit.
That's what I thought when I
Just
saw
like
the first picture of her.
yeah, with the glasses and the I have this look. Like, okay, I get it. You're marketing it to a certain audience. I'm like, all right, I'll take that over everything else, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
I was
the way
fine
that
with
they chose.
the way the presenter and stuff. I'm like, okay, like her whole like she's still a school reporter, which I'm like, okay, still has a lot to learn. Because like in the live action, like April O'Neil's a full on adult. Like,
Well, exactly, because those the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were fucking 47 years old.
yeah.
Fucking New York sewer turtles.
So this is like the first time where I'm like, okay, April O'Neil is like a teen with them. They're
Yeah.
going out to the same high school.
And it
So
would make sense if they liked her. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. If you like turtles.
if you like turtles, we're into that. I get that. So I understand her aspect. I understand what you're saying about the imagery of how they presented her. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I
Like
get
I
what you're
get
trying to
what
do.
you're doing.
Yeah, I get what the audience you're trying to aim for. All for that. That's fine. I mean, it didn't bug me because
Sure. You gotta make money.
yeah, I understood
Sure.
the demographic they were going for. I'm like, that's fine. Whatever. Like I could deal with that. I'm not gonna be nitpicky about that. I'm like, she was fine. I'm like, I like the whole even her being like nervous, throwing up on camera. I'm like, okay, they
Dude, that scene
humanized
was
her.
so funny.
They humanized her enough to be like, okay, you feel for this girl. She wants to do this job. She wants to help them. They obviously are like obsessed with her. They want to like make it work. It's like it's a great tandem.
Yeah.
Where it's like I could buy into that. I could buy into their partnership, or they're both getting something out of it, other than she's just going to come out and kick ass as well. Which hopefully
Yeah.
at some point, if they do make a sequel, yeah, I would love to see her kick ass. And if they
I'm
bring
sure they probably will, yeah.
yeah, and they bring everybody else in, then you know,
Because yeah, like with the sequel, the way they, I'm not gonna do spoilers,
Yeah.
I guess, or whatever, because it's too new.
yeah,
But the way that they set it up, like, yeah, you have room for it's building a world,
yeah,
and with you building this world, other characters are gonna come in, like certain characters we didn't see.
yeah, yeah. And that ending, without getting spoilers, makes me be like, okay,
Okay, you're
know
setting
it's
it up for
coming.
the next one, and then even with that, they didn't like do like a cliffhanger ending where it's like this chapter ends with the next movie will be the beginning of this chapter. And then after that, you know, Like I assume with the second one, whenever it comes out 17 years from now or whatever, and certain characters arrive that are, into hockey and rollerblade around kind of thing.
That might be played by the other villain,
certain
played by
people.
wrestler Kevin Nash.
Yeah, right. Well, set up things to come. It's not like I'm never gonna watch. We'll see what they do with the second one because, like what we said with Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
like after you put that one out, it's like, okay, well, I'm never gonna sit down and watch this particular movie again because the way that you end it is just like it's a placeholder until the third one.
Yeah,
we're never just gonna sit down and be like, oh yeah.
I loved that movie the first time I watched it, but the more that I've thought about that movie Across the Spider-Verse, I've been like, well, that just feels like the biggest cliffhanger, and it's in the movie. It's not like with Turtles. It was kind of like I completely forgot about that group of people that also wanted the ooze. I completely forgot about them towards the end. And when that person comes back and I was like, all right, call who we need to call. I'm like, oh, fuck, sign me up for that because I totally even forgot about you guys. And it kind of makes sense that they're bringing him in more so than the live action where he just shows up to New York and is like, I'm
gonna
kidnap all these kids and turn them into like ninjas. Like, I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why was that your game plan from the get-go, dude? I'm like,
what a strange thing.
Strange, like it almost felt like Pinocchio, where it's like we're gonna take you to this island, we're turning into donkeys, you're drinking all the alcohol and playing all the fucking poker chips and shit. That sounds like live action turtle movies. The more I think about it, I'm like, why was that a thing? So this one where they're like, hey, no, we're gonna bring in the big gun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's kind of like Batman Begins. The ending of Batman Begins when Gordon has like, what about this guy? And it's the fucking Joker card. And you're like, oh shit.
You're like, okay.
You already know what's coming because you already know the character. This one kind of had that same payoff where you're like, fuck, this one was already great. I'm there for that sequel because if you're bringing that motherfucker in.
Yeah, if you know, you know. And if not, hey, these kids will be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, and like they could do a lot with that character as well where I'm like, you can expand this into a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to see how ballsy Rogan is. I want to see if he gets like high enough that he does that one storyline of the Turtles where there's only one turtle left.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. Yeah, we talked about that before, right? Because
they're turning that into a video game, right?
Yeah, where you don't know because that's the way it sets up too, because you don't know what turtle it is because they're wearing all of the masks at once or whatever.
The trench coat,
all the weapons. Yeah, I have my theories, but
well, I got it spoiled the other day.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you read the comics and stuff, then you know for sure. But
which is a wild fucking choice for who they went with, because I'm like, I wouldn't expect it from him.
Exactly.
And I'm like, but that's even better. It's a turtle you don't think would do all that shit. They now
like, oh shit.
Where they've broke him so much that he's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna fuck everybody up. And I'm like, I like that. The fact that that's becoming a video game, instant buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're playing we were playing the Turtles video game.
For the Switch or for PS5? The one that came out where it's like a side scroller. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we fucking got sidetracked by what was the game we were playing for the last 5 days in a row? Sackboy. Which
wait, what?
We got sidetracked by playing Sackboy for the last 5 fucking days, which was
Sackboy?
It's usually the game that comes for free on the PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Nobody ever touches.
Yeah, like Little Big Planet.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sackboy, which was the fucking dumbest game, dude. Moody loved it. I fucking hated it. It was so fucking awful. But now we have to go back to Turtles. We only played one level of Turtles and we fucking kicked ass. And she was just like, I'm over it. I don't like the graphics. I'm like, because you don't get the graphics, man. You don't understand what it was like to have a Super Nintendo and playing those fucking Turtle games, or a Game Boy and playing those Turtle games. Like, that shit was classics.
Yeah.
But
no, you weren't in the arcades with us.
Hell yeah, dude. She didn't want to play the other day. I told you, for some fucking reason, NHL hockey was like $100. And I was like,
yeah,
no.
That shit made no fucking sense.
And then I checked on like Target.com and it's like $40. And I'm like, so what the fuck? Why are they pricing it out at I'm like, whatever. So I find So I find NHL 97 for like $15. And I'm like, done deal.
Cop it.
Mooney's like, the graphics look awful. No. And I'm like,
You don't
get
know.
it. You don't know. You didn't get raised.
You
in the
didn't.
right.
You didn't play.
You don't get it.
Fucking Genesis hockey. You didn't play it. You didn't know.
I'm almost scared to introduce NBA Jam to her because I think that would break my heart if she was just
No, because that's what it is. Like you didn't start her out at like fucking Tecmo Bowl
no.
into that.
Mm.
But also again, she's used to like 4K.
Well, yeah, this
graphics and
generation,
shit,
the graphics are insane. Which I'm like, yeah, the graphics are great, but doesn't mean the game is great. I'm like,
no, yeah. I still got my Super Nintendo. I'm looking at it right now here in the office.
no, I was looking at a PlayStation 2 last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was like 170, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I believe it.
That's about right. 170 is a little steep, I feel, but
I think it was like it was renewed or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was, but like
was
I
it
found some
fat
other
or
one.
thin?
It was fat. Yeah,
Man.
the
I
games
had
were
both.
cheap though.
True.
I was
Yeah,
like, I was looking at the games because the biggest games I would want to play is Battlefront 2, Slugfest, which is the greatest MLB fucking game of all time. Like if you never played Slugfest,
that's
just
a
look up the
solid one for
video.
sure. Yeah.
Watch the video online. It's so great. Even commentary on that game is worth listening to because it's just awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games on there. I think Mooney wanted to find what game did you want to find? Barnyard? Yeah, that was the game she requested. She was like,
Barnyard. SpongeBob video game.
Dude, the fucking site that I was on, they had like the old school the movie Spider-Man games. And I'm like, oh, I would
Yeah, dude. I
instantly.
feel like wasn't there one on like PS3 that was like a
think so.
big one?
Yeah. There should have been a few.
Oh no, that one was garbage, but I do remember that because that's the one where that's like you had to like hit A in the cutscenes or like X.
Oh, yeah.
Or...
I remember I had the first 2 Spider-Man movie games for PlayStation 2, and then I had a random like the animated Spider-Man series game for the Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
And that game was pretty fucking cracked. It was pretty good.
Okay.
It was pretty good. Back to Ninja Turtles though, real quick.
Yeah,
For a score, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I liked it more than Across the Spider-Verse, shockingly. I really enjoyed it. I think I have it at number 2 or 3. No, I have it at number 3 of all my favorite movies this year, behind Evil Dead and Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer coming in at number 1, of course. But yeah, Turtles. It's just it's a good time. It's a great time. Great freaking script, great directing, great animation. Just a good time. I loved it. 8 out of 10. What about you, bro?
Yeah. I forget what I gave Oppenheimer, but obviously this year so far, Oppenheimer's number 1 for me.
I think you gave it a 9.
Yeah, 9. So I'll give this one 8.5. This is 2 for me right now. Like this one was really good. I appreciated everything, like we said, animation, acting, script, soundtrack.
Yeah,
solid. Like everything in it, I was like, yeah, no, it's really great. You threw white lines in there, bro. Like kids aren't gonna know what that shit is. They don't know who fucking Grandmaster Flash is.
Yeah, but they feel like for a New York movie,
very New York,
Brooklyn,
exactly.
They killed it, dude.
Exactly.
Like, out of all, there's been 3 New York animated movies this year, if you think about it. Super Mario, Across the Spider-Verse, Ninja Turtles. And Ninja Turtles has done the best to respect New York. Where I'm like, this is fucking New York. Like this feels like New York.
Super Mario Brothers movie spent a whole 5 minutes, maybe tops, in that whole universe.
The only thing Super Mario Bros. Got right about New York is the plumbing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like they didn't really give a fuck about like any of that shit. Like I really wish they would have focused more on the Mario Brothers like Italian heritage and stuff. They give you like that one family scene, which I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm also like, could have done a little bit more. I still like the movie, but I was like, out of all those 3, I think Turtles clears. I would watch that. Like if you made me be like, which one do you want to see again? I'm probably picking the Turtles.
Yeah, it's a little love letter.
Give him a fucking Oscar for that performance.
Could you imagine though if we did all the things he's ever done?
What would it be for fucking like?
I don't know. I would give it to him for fucking.
I'm trying
to think of Sarah Marshall.
No, it's true.
Okay, Monster Man.
Okay, man, you sound like you're from London.
Yeah, exactly.
He was so great at that. He wins over Gosling and Robert Downey Jr. for co-star.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I could. Well, but they all could.
They all could. Yeah.
Because there's separate categories. You got your animation, you got your.
They're like,
drama,
we're nominating
comedy.
them within the same
all
category.
of them.
Just the 3 of them. Nobody else. It's just gonna be Paul Rudd.
If these Oscars happen in time, it's gonna be
probably not, dude. That's just.
I can't wait. It's gonna be such a shit show.
Yeah, when they try to like bring it all back all at once, and they're like, "Oh, we fixed it." I'm like, "No, you didn't, you stupid asses."
No, you
Fucking,
didn't. It's still gonna be the same shit show.
if you want to know how bad this writers and actor strike is, they're dropping a Kanye West, Kim Kardashian divorce documentary on Max. Pay the fucking writers, dude. Pay the actors. Like, why the fuck would I want a documentary about Kim and Kanye's divorce?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about either of them,
And
respectively.
like, maybe a YouTube video, maybe a YouTuber was like, "Hey, I'm gonna make a fucking stupid video. A Max documentary? Are you kidding me? How much do we pay for Max, babe?" Oh, it's free. Never mind.
Too much. No,
Too much.
for the
Okay.
people out there that isn't
Even
free,
free.
it's too
I
much.
still want to watch it. I'm like,
If it's more than
outta here.
$10, it's too fucking much. $5 at this point, dude.
so this is where we transition to, and we'll cut off after this one. How fast does the Lizzo doc drop?
Oh, bro, it's coming.
End of year or end
they're
of
already
summer?
sitting there going. That's solid. End of summer is great.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're already like, oh, we
Last
got
week of August, dude. Labor Day weekend.
it.
We're dropping the fucking Lizzo bomb.
Dude.
They're gonna drop
Yeah,
that.
she's dropping in on Hiroshima, dude. Cannonball right in.
Did you know somebody got sued for that?
For what?
Somebody at one point years ago, I looked into this. It's also in the thumbnail, so we get sued. Fuck. No,
Put it in. Fuck it.
I already have it in there.
Love it.
Somebody dropped a picture of a plane dropping a bomb, and the bomb is Lizzo.
Exactly. See? Great
But
minds think
Lizzo
alike.
left Twitter, and then she sued the guy that fucking put the tweet up.
Man, fuck you, Lizzo. Sick
Bro,
of your shit.
I feel so fucking vindicated.
Lizzo, fucking Ellen.
Mm.
The only person coming out squeaky clean is fucking our boy.
Which one? Oh, Kevin? Yeah, because there's nobody to go to
Dude, I
anymore.
couldn't even say it.
Bodies are gone.
If we talk bad about him, I'm gonna get in a car accident. That's all I
love
gotta
Kevin
say.
Spacey, man. He was great as Lex Luthor.
You know what? Thank you for producing our videos, Kevin Spacey, and
Kevin
for
Spacey.
making the thumbnails.
Should have won the Oscar for Baby Driver. Should have got something for that. No, but dude, the Lizzo thing is. I feel vindicated, man. There was always something about her, dude, and it wasn't her fucking weight. Before people started, I don't.
No, I don't give a
never
shit. Be
cared.
whoever you want.
Yeah, I never gave a fuck about her weight. I gave a problem when she used that shit as a defense mechanism. Because I'm like, you can't fucking talk shit, get shit thrown back at you, and be like, "Oh, you're fat shaming me." No, that's not how that shit works, dude. It never works like that. You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. If you're successful, you're successful. My problem with her was her pretentious, like, acting, like being just like, I can do no wrong. I'm all for body positivity. You can't talk shit about me because of this, this, and that. And then come to fucking find out, and I'll start music shit. I know.
I don't think I've heard one song.
Dude.
Oh no, I have. My bad.
She wasn't she when she's intro
Was
for
that-
Barbie?
It's about damn time.
That one, and she was also the intro song for the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fine. Both Barbie song I can get past, whatever. Didn't feel serious to me, so I didn't really care. If I'm like an introduction than anything.
No Aqua, terrible.
Yeah,
The
no Aqua.
soundtrack's garbage.
The fact that
Except-
Margot.
Matchbox 20.
Oh yeah, that's true. The fact that Margot had to push for the Aqua Barbie to be on that movie, and the fact that they were like, well, we'll bring it.
Sample. There you go.
But Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice have to fucking do the remix.
fucking
Like, that's the only way to do it, Margot.
You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it to certain people. Again, with that,
Bullshit.
you gotta. It's their audience.
It's their audience, but it's like it's so dumb. Like they don't understand.
Fucking
Like, that's
Ice
the one
Spice.
time where it's like you guys double down on nostalgia all the time, and you don't understand the nostalgic purposes for that song. Like, fuck you. Oh man, Hollywood makes me laugh. But Lizzo. So I've always thought there was like red flags, and they were very apparent. And I said her music was shit, and I got shit for that. But whatever. Now I feel vindicated.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Because now there's a shit ton of people that have come out being like, this person's a piece of shit. She's just an awful person. She fat shames, which is fucking insane. I'm like, that is hypocrisy at the fucking finest right there, dude. Her fat shaming, when her whole shtick is don't fat shame me, come the fuck on. The sexual assault stuff, though, dude. The banana thing. What the fuck? I don't know if you read all that.
Banana thing.
Oh,
I
dude.
did not.
There's a whole thing about banana at a strip club. There's a whole fucking story there. Oh yeah, it's. I won't get into it because that will get immediately demonetized. But it's graphic to the point where she forced somebody to do something with a banana. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm like, goddamn. So three
And it
people
was
came
in there-
forward. Yeah. 3 people came forward originally, I want to say. As of
About the
today,
banana or at different things?
about like mostly the same shit. Where
Oh,
she
okay.
was I think they were there for the banana incident as well. Like they're all her backup dancers,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
And they were the ones that came forward with this lawsuit being like, hey, she's a scumbag. We don't fucking care about her. She treats us like shit. She fat shames us. She abuses us. She treats us like badly as anybody's ever treated us. They dropped that lawsuit, I think it was last week. And then a bunch of people that also worked with her all started coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Which they're like, yeah, she's awful to work. I
Give or
think she
take
actually-
though, because you gotta do your research and look into it. You can't just take everything at face value. But
Because I said the
fuck
same
with
shit
that.
about Jonathan Majors on this podcast, where I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
you guys knew this guy was a piece of shit and you waited till this came out to be like, he's a piece of shit. I'm like, no, if he's a piece of shit,
No, exactly.
hey, he's a scumbag when he does
We'll
scumbag
know
things.
when he's a fucking piece of shit.
Don't wait till he's popping off to be like, oh, nah, this guy, nah. And it's like, no. You
Now
know
I
what?
got you. I got you now.
That's not how that
Making
works. I
money.
always hate that shit because I'm like, now you're trying to like kick a guy when he's down. Granted, I don't want to defend the guy because maybe he is guilty. But
Who
in
knows?
my head, when people do that, I'm like, you had all this time to be like, oh, that guy sucks. Don't like him. Scumbag. Piece of shit. I have my reasons. Oh, okay, cool. That's your thing. Fine. But then when everybody starts like piling on them, I'm like, now you're just being an opportunist at that point, and you want your 5 seconds of fame, which I'm like, get the
Exactly.
fuck out of here. I'm like, I don't need that shit. There's actually real victims in the situation, possibly. Let's not fucking devalue their story to fucking pop up yours. That's dumb.
Yeah.
The Lizzo thing, though, I kind of was fine with the people that did come out because there were directors of said shows. There were people that were working with her closely that were like, yeah, maybe I didn't see the full extent of what these women are saying, but I did see some signs of like, wow, this person's not a great person. And
Yeah.
a lot of these directors, we had to drop off because of how toxic she was, how demanding she was, how just mean and like just scummy that she was. Which I'm like, okay, that's different. If you're like vouching for them, being like, yeah, I was there, I saw that shit, and that makes sense to me. Now today, in the lawsuit, 6 extra people have come forward.
Goddamn.
Haven't said what happened, but they're now included in the lawsuit, which is totally
Oh,
different than
shit.
going on social media and being like, "That's how we
Like,
do it."
Yeah,
going
this
like-
motherfucker did this. Blah blah blah.
No, they're going straight up, being like, "Hey, can we jump on this lawsuit with you?" Oh yeah, 6 more jumped on.
Well, we'll see too, like how this full, in the next episode, we'll see how the trial or however what pans out, who drops out, and they go not enough evidence, or this shit's valid.
Well, I mean, she's innocent when you hire Bill Cosby's lawyer to defend.
Oh
That's always,
no, dude.
a solid sign of that she didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, because he is to jump ship real quick, not jump ship. That's poor choice of words. Bill Cosby did nothing wrong, but did he actually see jail time? I don't think
Yeah.
he did. Right?
No,
like,
he did.
or he did a little bit, or like
He
good.
did,
He
like-
got off with good behavior.
No,
Little
I
jello
don't, think,
pudding.
I don't think it was good. I don't think it was good behavior. I think there was insufficient evidence. Like they kept fighting the trial. They kept trying to go to retrials and retrials and retrials. And at some point, some judge was like, "There's not enough evidence to
Yeah.
support these claims, so take him out." But he was in there, I don't know, maybe a year.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
He was in there for a bit.
I vaguely remember that.
Which I'm like, even that judge was, when he came out being like there wasn't enough evidence. There's like 20 plus women, dude. Like I don't know what the fuck you want. It wasn't like an isolated incident of like
Yeah.
2 girls are like, "Oh, this happened in fucking 65 when he was doing his fucking sitcom show and doing Fat Albert." No, it was like
Yeah.
abundance of women that came forward for him. It was very a Harvey Weinstein-ish, where it's like there's a record of individuals that are like, this guy is a scumbag, get him in jail. So but again, all it takes is one judge to be like, nah, not enough, get the fuck out of jail, get him out. Does it help that he's also old as dirt? And let's be honest, he was going to die anytime now, or he was going to die in there. It doesn't really fucking matter. Yeah, it's like the time is ticking for
I mean, yeah, like
Cosby. If you're Lizzo, you got to go the Spacey way. It was like the only way.
what was that about? Banana car accident.
I want her to be like the human Kirby and just Just fucking, I would respect her more if she goes that route.
Ooh, and
What happened to them? They saw a big, just a big shadow.
and she
coming from
just
the
like
distance.
took in your power, combined them, turned them into something else. Came out with another fucking hit song that sucks.
What's that Jordan Peele movie, babe? Nope. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
You just see them coming to like the. It's just
Insert
that
Kirby noise, whatever.
She's 100% guilty though. Come on.
Oh man, yeah. You know, I mean, yeah. If there's a banana involved, it's food. She's in it. She
It's
did it.
so like the description of things are so like on point where I'm like, this sounds
that checks out.
It checks out. So all the people that got mad at me when I was like, she fucking ruined the Mandalorian. Yeah, who's fucking laughing now, you fucking idiots? I told you guys that she just like certain people just have red flags where you're just like, nah, like it doesn't pass the vibe. It doesn't look right. It doesn't seem like they're in the same avenue of like just good people. But also stop worshiping celebrities.
Yeah, you don't know these fucking people. You don't fucking know them.
Yeah, it's like stop fucking like
Don't
putting
pretend
all
like you
this-
do either.
And then you guys are let down when they fucking shit comes out about them. I'm like, but why do you care? You can
Exactly.
enjoy their art. You can enjoy their music. That's different.
Yeah, I mean,
But to be
it's
like,
getting harder and harder every day for me. For some of my,
Oh, yeah.
some of the music I listen to.
Oh, dude, trust me. I'm like, I
God
love
damn,
Drake,
dude.
but with the day something else drops about Drake, I'm like, you know what? Kind of makes sense. I'm like,
You know what?
checks out.
Man,
I heard his music, I heard the lyrics. I'm not that surprised. I'm like,
Bring back AI Drake. I like that. Drake a little more.
Drake.
That
I
was
think
way
it was
better.
fuck, who was it? God damn it. That dude that has that one show. Fucking he was dating Rosario Dawson at one point. Yeah. Fucking is it
Shit.
Thomas Kid?
Chet Hanks?
He had Chet on there on his show. Eric Andrews show?
Eric Andre?
Eric Andre. There you go.
Oh yeah, dude.
Bro,
That
he had
was so good.
Gambino. He had Gambino on there. And
That
he
was
like, hey,
really
man,
good.
free R. Kelly. Yeah, and he was like, no. Free Putin?
No, yeah.
Let's free our boy Kelly, though,
trying
man.
to get him with shit. That guy, great TV, dude. Keep giving Eric Andre anything he wants, man. I love Eric Andre.
That's the guy that definitely needs to be positioned into a bigger space where I'm like, maybe
Yeah.
but also I do want him to get that because he's a guy that actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's
he deserves
comedian
it.
Genius. Just he gets it, dude. He gets it absolutely. But yeah, the Lizzo thing, just to cut it off there.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like again, celebrities usually fucking suck. They don't know you, you don't know them, you're not in their life, they're not in your life. They either drop movies, drop music, they give you something that you enjoy. Doesn't mean you have to base your entire life around what the fuck they're doing. Because all the people that are like, I'm so shocked that Lizzo would do this. Why are you shocked? There's a list of celebrities that all seem like scumbags because they think their shit doesn't stink and that you can't touch them. But they usually are scumbags. So,
And we're one of them.
exactly. Yeah.
Keep giving us your time, though.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me your time, guys. I don't know how long this episode was, but fuck it. I thought it was good.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. We talked about the Turtles. We talked about Lizzo. A lot of rambling.
Current
but
events,
That's
a little,
the point of the
yeah.
pod. Guys, links down below. I promise you we will be on iTunes by fucking next week at some point.
Are we
At
still on
some point,
Spotify?
we will be on Spotify. There we go. I keep saying iTunes.
Both of them. Fuck it.
Don't we have to go through iTunes to get on Spotify?
I mean, if you're on Spotify, you're on iTunes at that point, right?
Yeah, we'll be on either or. Spotify. There'll be a link down below. One more cheers though, because it's my last time podcasting at the age of 20. In my 20s, yeah. Last
Cheers
time.
you with my fucking invisible bear. What the
Yeah,
fuck is there we go.
I'll be an old man by the next time I talk to you folks. So we will see you guys then.
Cheers,
Hopefully, Lizzo doesn't eat anybody by this
She
time.
will.
See you guys then.